Hello everyone, and welcome to this month's Best and Worst of Beauty! Yay! As always, I am super excited to share with you guys my good products and bad products of this past month, February. I'm sorry that this video is going up a bit late here into March. I like to do these videos on like the first-ish or the last day of the month, but time got away from me. I'm sorry, I hope it's okay. I know it's only a few days late, but still. Yada yada yada, like I said, I have got good products and bad products this month. I've got a 10 product pyramid for you. These always end up being really long videos, so I'm just kind of gonna dive right in. I do these videos, you know, my monthly favorites videos, a little bit different than everyone else because I think that's fun, you know, shake it up a bit. I start from the worst product of the month and I work my way on up to the best product. So yeah, all that aside, let's go ahead, let's sing the song together and then we can get on into seeing what I was loving and kind of sort of hating this month. It's the best and worst of beauty, whether good or bad, here's the down and dirty. First product here, I'm so sad about it. I think I might have just thought that this was a different product than it was. So really, I don't know that I can say it's like a bad product, but I mean, it's not good for me anyways. This was something that I bought on my adventure to Europe this past year. And it is this. This is my, I'm gonna pronounce this incorrectly, but Yves Rocher. Is that, I tried. This is the Highlighter Duo Powder Illuminating, okay, there's the English. This is the Illuminating Powder Duo. Now, some of the translations have highlighter in the name, so I was like, ooh, it's a beautiful highlighter. And then I swatched it in store and I was like, ooh, it's a beautiful highlighter. But then once I finally tried it on my skin, like my face skin, I was so unimpressed. You could see my not impressedness in, I think it was my most recent Get Ready With Me video. As always, I have pertinent cards and links up in the corners here of the video, and I also have things listed down below. This looks gorgeous when swatched on the hand. It really does. It's just a very beautiful, very soft shimmer highlight. But then when you go to put it on your cheeks, at least my cheeks, and I have super pale skin. I mean, not the palest, but pretty decently pale, especially in winter here. But this stuff just doesn't show up. It doesn't do anything. So like, I don't know if this is supposed to be like better used as an all-over face powder. Being an oily person, I myself cannot use this as an all-over face powder. I just wanted it as a beautiful highlight, but I can't use it as a beautiful highlight, even just like the one side. It just disappears. Like, where did you go? I can't even see you. Can you guys see it? Not with this ring light, you sure can't. So disappointed. It's such a soft, silky, delightful baked product. I wanted to love it, but I just don't. Like I said, I don't know, maybe this is something similar to like those highlighting ambient lighting, ambient, isn't it ambient lighting powders? I don't know, but either way, this is not good as a highlight, and that's what I bought it for. But you know, life goes on. I have tons of other highlighters, so I was excited about this, but then no thank you. And next up on the bottom of my pyramid here, I've got another highlighter. I'm so sad. I always have such high hopes because these highlighters are so soft, they're so pigmented, they're so pretty, just beautiful. But they don't last on me. So I've got this little mini of a Becca highlighter, one of their Shimmering Skin Perfector, the pressed form. This particular one is in the shade Moonstone. These are super pretty. This one in Moonstone is a bit on the yellow side, so if you're not completely down with like more champagne-y stuff, this one does have a lot more yellow in it, but it's a very beautiful color. I got this in the Sephora Favorites kit from last year that they always put out around the holidays. I was super excited to try it because I was like, you know, I've tried the other ones, like where the opal and pearl and all that, and the ones that come in the Jaclyn Hill palette, and they don't last on me. They just poof, disappear after an hour or two, and I'm like, how? Why? It's just so sad because they're so pretty and like intense, but intense in a good way, in that like it's not so overpowering. I do have it on today. I don't know that it has lasted until this point of the day, but yeah, I can't love these, even though I love the UFO saucer type Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle-esque packaging. I love these, but I don't like them at all. I would never buy one. They don't work for me. And I know other people that they don't last on too, and those other people don't even have oily skin like me. So I don't know what the people that love these are doing right and I'm doing wrong, but I would love to know. I mean, I guess it's not the worst thing in the world, more money to spend on other things, but this is one of those products that I always go back to and I'm like, this time it'll work. And then every time I use it, I'm like, this time it didn't work. What a surprise. And the third thing on the bottom of my pyramid here is something that it's on the bottom mainly because I just don't have the right skin type for it. It's really not necessarily the product's fault. I'm sure the product actually works very well for people with like dry skin, maybe combo skin, but if you have oily skin, I would stay far, far away from this Tarte Empowered Hybrid Gel Foundation. I have mine in the shade Fair Light Neutral. It comes in beautiful packaging. I mean, frosted glass. It's got such a nice heavy weight to it. The beautiful purple and gold top. It's a beautiful thing. It really is. And I was really excited and curious to try it out. I mean, I didn't really know much about it, but I wanted to try it. And so I did. And I had originally tried it, I'm pretty sure, like in a summery type month. So I was like, oh, maybe it'll be better in the winter when I'm not quite as sweaty and oily and crazy. I mean, not crazy. Okay. So now that it's been winter and my skin has been a bit less oily, I gave it a try and yeah, it doesn't work for oily skin. It is beautiful when you initially apply it, you know, blends out really nicely, really smoothly, and it gives a good like medium to, I'm sure you could make this full by building it up, but it gives a really good coverage. It's really comfortable, really lightweight, but then if you're oily, the oils start coming through and then it just like kind of, it doesn't slide off, but if you happen to touch your face even the slightest bit, or if you happen to like brush up against a piece of fabric, if you're giving someone a hug or something, this is gonna come off. And it fades a lot throughout the day because of those oils, and it's just in the places of my face that are oily. So like around my nose and on my forehead, like, ugh, it's just so sad. I mean, it's not that sad. Like there are plenty of other foundations out there that work for oily skin people. I really wanted this one to work, and it didn't. But like I said, it's not the product's fault. I'm gonna probably, I don't know, I'll give this to someone in my life here and hopefully they can use it because I feel like most of my friends are pretty normal to dry skin. So hopefully someone will be able to use this because like I said, it's a beautiful product. I just don't think it's meant for oily skin at all. And then the last thing here on the bottom of my pyramid, I'm so sad because I really want to love this product. I'm still trying to work with it because initially it's a great product. It's just once it hits a certain point in the day, it's not good anymore. This is the Milk Makeup Blur Stick. It's like a pore filling primer, and like the biggest selling point on this, I'm pretty sure, is that it is pore filling, but it also doesn't contain silicone. So that's great because silicone clogs a lot of people's pores, mine included, I think. I did a whole YouTube made me buy it video and everything on this, so if you want to go ahead and watch that, please do. You'll be able to see it applied and how it wears and everything. But I mean, overall, when it goes on mostly smooth. You know, it needs a little bit of warming up, but it does that pretty quickly once it gets going on your skin. Blends out really nice and easy, and makeup really does apply really nicely on top of it. It does give you that nice smooth canvas and everything to work with. But initially, for like the first 5 to 6 hours, if you're using a matte finish foundation, it looks so good. So good, like pretty darn perfect. Your skin just looks flawless, controls the oils, so nice. But after that point, even if you are wearing a matte finish foundation, but especially if you're wearing like even a semi-not matte finish foundation, at least on oily skin like mine, this just makes everything slide off, and it really does. I mean, even initially, it's one of those primers where it makes your makeup feel like it's sitting on top of the skin rather than letting it sink in, and I just don't like it when my makeup is sitting on top of my skin because it just means when I'm wearing my glasses, it's gonna smudge off really easily on my glasses. Then I just, like with that Tarte foundation, I have to worry about giving someone a hug or having my face touch anything because then my makeup is just gonna right off. And I don't like that. But initially, it looks really good, and it really does help for like those first 5 or 6 hours. It really does help. So I don't know. I'm very, very conflicted on this and whether or not it's very good for oily skin. I mean, it is, but it's not. I mean, maybe if it's just on a day that I'm not wearing my makeup for any more than 5 or 6 hours, but usually when I'm wearing makeup, it's for more than 5 or 6 hours. But I mean, I don't know. I'm so conflicted. I want to love this, but I'm not sure that I do. But I kind of do, but I don't. Is that helpful at all? Moving on up to the second tier of the pyramid, I have got another product. Apparently my cats are not too excited about this product, and it's not the palette, it's the products contained herein. These are the ColourPop pressed shadows. Now, I will have a review and everything coming out on these very, very soon. I just, you know, have been trying to gather my thoughts on them. And my thoughts on them are just like the Milk Makeup Blur Stick. They're good, but my gosh, you guys, they don't last. They just don't last. I wish they did. They go on so pigmented, well, mostly pigmented. There's like this bottom one here, it's like, it takes a bit of building up, but like they're pigmented enough in any case. They're very soft. Some of them are crumbly to a fault. The pinker, darker shades, they've just got tons of kickback. There's tons of powder all over the place. You really have to be cognizant of that and tap off your brush a lot before you go to put it on your eyes, otherwise you're just gonna have fallout galore. They're so pretty. They blend out so easily on the eyes. I have them on the eyes today. Like, I really, really like them. I really do. But regardless of whether I do or don't wear a primer or some sort of a cream shadow on underneath them, these just end up creasing and fading really pretty badly by the end of the day. Even if I'm super careful to not touch my eyes throughout the day, which is very hard for me because I do have very watery eyes, even then, they still are so faded and sad looking at the end of the day. And that makes me sad because, like I said, they're beautiful at first. But then, I don't know what happens. I was very excited. Plus they're $1 cheaper than Makeup Geek, so I was like, well, maybe if they're good, like, yay. But my Makeup Geek shadows reign supreme, by far, for sure. Next thing here on the second tier of the pyramid, I have got the hand cream that I've been using before bed each night. This is the Tony Moly. I don't remember what exactly it's called, but I'll have a link down below for you. It's their peach hand cream. Now the link is an affiliate link. Just so you know, I am affiliated with iHerb, where and from I got this. iHerb is wonderful. They have been wonderful to me, and I really love them as a brand. I've purchased my own things from them. They have given me things like this. Full disclosure there, I'm not including this just to include that link. This has been the hand cream that I've been using this month, and I really like it. It's not perfect, and the main thing that it's not perfect with is that it is the slightest bit greasy after you're done. Just the slightest bit. So if that bugs you, just there you go. Now you know. And also, I feel like this comes with like no product in it, hardly at all. Granted, you don't need a ton of it each time, but I wish this peach was more full. You know, a lot of people think that these look like boobs. I mean, hey. You think what you want to think. I think it looks adorable in any case. And you guys, the smell of this, it smells like peach yogurt. Like a fresh peach yogurt, you know, like the ones that have actual peach chunks in them. So good. So creamy, so delightful, and it really does hydrate the hands well. It sinks in fairly quickly, so that greasy feeling does go away pretty quick, maybe after about 5 minutes, but it's really nice and I really like it. And like I said, the only faults are that greasiness and then also, you know, the fact that you don't get a ton in here, but it's not like this is super expensive or anything. Overall, I really like it. I would definitely buy one of these for myself once this one is gone and once I go through my other hand creams and everything. Oh, you guys, the smell. If anything, I would buy it just to sniff it. Like, oh, so good. So yeah, I mean, little peach boobaloobaly hand cream. Gotta love that, right? I mean, I do. And the last thing on the second tier of the pyramid is going to be a mascara that I've been using this month. This is the Makeup Forever Excessive Lash Mascara, a resting volume mascara. I You guys, I really like this mascara. Like most of these products, I did do a first impression and everything on it, so feel free, check that out. You know, you do you. But this is a great mascara. It really is. I hate that it's expensive because like that's the reason why it's low on the pyramid, or like lower on the pyramid. It's just, I hate spending money on mascara because the drugstore has so many good options. And also, you know, like this one I feel like is even better, and I do use it with my CoverGirl Supersizer on top of this. But I love the way that it looks. I feel like, at least in my viewfinder, you really can't see my lashes today, but hopefully, you know, in the close-ups and everything, you can see what I did with this. But it's a beautiful mascara. You know, the wand is really not impressive looking. It's actually kind of weird looking and short little bristles and everything. But it works so well at separating the lashes, and I just love that. So it does add the length, but it really doesn't add the volume. I really like voluminous lashes, so that's why I put the CoverGirl Supersizer on top. But even this mascara on its own, it lasted really well on me throughout the day. Like hardly any flaking, smudging, like none that I can remember. And I like it a lot, okay? This is one of those high-end mascaras, something like the Benefit Roller Lash or this one, you know, those types of things. I would consider spending the money on this because I really like it. It's super lightweight, like holds the curl. I mean, just, I love you. Why you gotta be so expensive? It's because your makeup forever, I get it. If you don't mind spending the extra money on mascara and you do like that very separated, feathery, lengthened look, I would give this one a shot. You know, I would definitely check it out, recommend it to you to check out. So many feelings with this, but mostly good feelings. I really, really like it. I don't think I mentioned, but do I need to? This is just a deluxe little sample, but like I said, I'm so tempted to buy the full size. I mean, I've got so many mascaras laying around. I don't need the full size, but like, it's a good mascara and it's worth checking out. And moving on up to the second to the top tier of the pyramid, I have got the blush that I have been wearing exclusively this month. Oh, you guys, after last month, it was so hard to tear myself away from my NARS Deep Throat. It really was. But like, A, I was like, Cassie, you need to use your other blushes. And then B, I was like, I mean, why not ease out of NARS Deep Throat and just go with another NARS blush, right? Such a good choice. I had been feeling like I had been wanting something a bit deeper on my cheeks for whatever reason, and this blush does just that. This was the one that came with the VIB Rouge thing last year. I feel like they switch it up every year, so I'm not sure how long they will or won't have this as the little thing that comes with your VIB Rouge once you hit that. I don't know how to pronounce this. I really don't. Is it Golu? Nope. I have no idea how to pronounce this. But I mean, it makes sense because how do you pronounce beauty? You know? Something so beautiful. There are no words. So it's fitting that I can't pronounce the name of this blush. This blush is beautiful. It's like this gorgeous, deep, mauve-y pink color, and then it's got like a gold shimmer kind of laced in through there. Oh, it's so nice. And the shimmer is more of like a sheen. Oh, you guys. I mean, this is one of those blushes that I could see working on so many people because it does have that dusty mauve, like heavy to it, you know? It's not just a pink. This can work so nicely on pale skin. If you just use a very light hand, it gives you that like, I just came in from the freezing cold kind of a look. But then even on like medium, I don't know if it would, I feel like even on deeper skin, this would look really pretty. Right? Like, I don't know. I can't speak from experience on that, but I would think so. And I think it's a shame that you have to be VIB Rouge. Maybe if you're VIB, you can still buy this in the full size or something. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure you have to be VIB Rouge to buy the full size. I wish everyone could buy this. I think someone had told me in the comments of one of my videos where I was using this, one of my Get Ready With Me's, they told me that this blush came in one of the NARS blush palettes, but it was like a completely different color, so I don't know if that's true or what, but like this color, this is the one. This is so nice. I love NARS blushes. They're kind of like a stiffer, drier formula, but they go on so easily. They blend out really nicely. They're pigmented, but just the right amount of pigmented. They're not pigmented like eyeshadows. they're pigmented like a blush should be, you know? So it's got that bit of sheerness to it so that it can blend out really nicely, and then also so that you can build it up if you want to wear more or less, whatever the case may be. And then NARS blushes, they last so beautifully on me. They last a good 10 to 12 hours, I would say. They don't last quite as long as my Tarte Amazonian Clay blushes, but I mean, they come in a very close second, I would say. NARS blushes just, I love them, and I love the packaging. I've talked about NARS packaging and how much I love it a lot, so I'm not gonna go on about that. But yeah, this one, it's a beaut, and I really, really like it. And next up, I am so happy and excited about this one, especially happy and excited that I could put it this high up on the pyramid because I love the product. I'm so happy. These are my Be Hue Liquid Matte Lipsticks. I did an exclusive review, or whatever you're gonna wanna call it, on the one 1548 from that Taylor. She sent it to me as PR, so these were PR samples. I mean, one of them being an actual little sample and then one being like the full size. I love these. They're so freaking comfy, you guys, and beautiful and just delightful. They have their faults, but oh my gosh, can I look past those faults because I love the comfort of these. I have Pretty Penny on my lips today. This is very orange for me, but like, I think I like it, right? I mean, it's a shock, but a good shock. Maybe? I don't know, kind of pumpkin-y, spicy. And then 1548, Taylor's color, is a beautiful, beautiful berry red on me. So nice, just so gorgeous. And like I said, the formula is beautiful. It goes on so opaque and creamy and nice and delicious. I will say that Taylor's formula smells a lot better than the original formula. She said that she like helped to make the scent in this one be more like a MAC lipstick, so that vanilla smell. It's not that the original ones smell bad. They still have a bit of a vanilla scent to them, but it's a little bit more chemically. So, you know, I would keep that in mind. And they are a bit pricey, yes. They're $18 for one of these tubes, but the fact is, you like don't need to reapply these throughout the day for the most part. They're just so good. They last so long, and like I said, the comfort is insane. My lips don't feel dry at all with these on. I mean, it's not like it feels like I have on a lip balm or something. It doesn't feel hydrating in that sense, but my lips don't feel dry, dehydrated, nothing. My lips feel delightful. I don't think the color ends up cracking or fading weird throughout the day. It definitely does end up fading, but I think it faded gracefully, or it fades gracefully. The main issue that I have with these is that I think it's because I have oily skin, and then when like my oils end up touching the outside rim of my lips, it ends up getting really smudgy and messy, which is a shame. But you know, I think just having oily skin in general is a shame overall. For me anyways, these aren't completely transfer proof, but I mean pretty much. I'm wearing my Bite lip primer underneath this today. I don't know that I would recommend doing that because it makes it like the inside part, I mean anywhere that you have the lip primer, it kind of makes it fade off a bit more quickly for whatever reason. I don't know, maybe it's just the Bite primer. So I still have to try it with just an invisible lip liner just around the edges. I think that's gonna work a lot better than putting it all over the lips like I did today. But however, these are so good to me and like way worth having to work around it like that. I mean, most comfortable liquid lipstick I have ever worn in my life. Well, liquid matte lipstick anyways. So good, and I'm so happy for Taylor, like so happy. She made a beautiful color, a beautiful product. I mean, she didn't like come up with the formula or anything, but you know, she came up with the color and worked with a company that she thinks the formula is really good of, and I'm glad she did because I would have never known about these Be Hue liquid lipsticks if not for her. So really, really happy just overall with these. I'm so thankful that you sent them my way, Taylor. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so happy I was able to try them out. So yeah, even though I've only had them for about a week here in this month and I've only worn them a few times, I can definitely say they are big favorites of mine. Like very big favorites. Hence, they're so high up on the pyramid. And here we are, you guys. We have come to the very top of the pyramid. I'm shocked. I was shocked, and I continue to be shocked at this freaking BB cream. This is the Holika Aqua Petit Jelly BB. This is one of those products that I also got from iHerb, but I did purchase it myself. There will be a link down below, but it is an affiliate link. If you don't want to use it, you don't have to. I bought it purely because a lot of you wanted me to try it out. I had no interest because this says in the description that it's gonna give you, I think the word was like shiny skin or something along that. And I'm just like, I have shiny enough skin on my own. Like, I don't need help from a foundation. You know? You guys wanted me to try it, so I was, you know, that's fine. You guys want me to try it? I will. So I did, and oh my gosh, this stuff is fantastic for oily skin. Like, fantastic. I have it on today, and I haven't felt the need to blot. I don't feel oily at all, and I've had this on for like 7 hours now. This stuff is so good. So good. It just controls the oils beautifully, and you know, eventually I do have to blot when I'm wearing this. I would say maybe in an hour or so I'm probably going to start feeling a little bit oily, but even then it fades so gracefully and it hardly fades. It's very lightweight and it is very, very, very moisturizing. Like when you put it on, it has like that intense cooling type of a feeling. It feels really nice, but you know, like I said, for someone oily like me, it's like, you know, that's scary, but that ends up going away. It gives a light coverage. You can build it up to maybe like a light medium coverage. I don't know. I've had people tell me they can get full coverage out of this. I have no idea how they do that, but apparently it can be done. This does end up going on kind of streaky for me. I've tried with my fingers, I've tried brushes, sponges, etc. The best way that I've found to get this on is to use a brush to like get it buffed out kind of roughly, and then just use a sponge to kind of pat and blend it away. But you know, you definitely can make the streakiness go away. Like I said, you just kind of have to work with it a bit. I don't love that it's a spatula type thing, but at the same time, I don't know how else they would make this, you know, like how you would get it out, because it's like jelly in there. Can you see it? Right? Yeah, overall, it's a beautiful, beautiful, adorable little frosted glass bottle. I love the polka dot blue cap on it. This stuff is heavily fragranced. It does smell like a really delicious fruity shampoo, but that does dissipate pretty darn quick. Like once you're done buffing it out and everything into your skin, it basically doesn't smell like anything at all. Thankfully, it has not broken me out in the slightest. I've been using this like every single time I've worn makeup this past month, and oh my gosh, you guys, I really, really love it. It's so good. It's so good. I guess the thing that's like the most wrong with this is that it does only come in 2 shades, but I feel lucky enough in that one of the shades does match me. I have I think it's called like Aqua Beige or something. It's the lighter of the 2 in any case. But yeah, it's been really, really nice, and I really, really, really like it. Like definitely in my top foundations, I would say, for oily skin. For a light coverage, light to medium coverage, this is probably my favorite. Like it's just so good. So good. So yeah, whew, that is going to do it for me for today, you guys. As always, I hope you enjoyed my monthly best and worst of beauty pyramid here. I hope you got some good product recommendations to maybe try out for yourself, or maybe you found out some products that you're going to want to avoid. In any case, I just hope you all had a wonderful month of February. I hope the beginning of your March has been going well as well. But if you did enjoy the video, found it helpful, etc., please do go ahead and give me a thumbs up down below. I would really appreciate it. And if you're new here, hey, hi, hello, how are you? You can go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more content from me in the future. I'd love to have you here. And as always, I just hope you guys are all doing well. And until next time, just stay well until then. Bye!